Hello my friends and welcome to this video on PencilPro's feed generation tool. This is your guide on how to make unique, creative variations en masse and with speed. We're going to split today's video in two halves. In the first half, we're going to show you a couple of the tools and features that feed generation has on offer. And in the second half, we're going to take a creative and create those variations right here in Pencil. In that second half, we're going to create from a template, but here in this first half, we're going to come up to the left-hand side, hit the plus, and generate creative. In order to enable feeds, all you have to do is come to the right-hand side, create a format, and once that format is in, you'll see feeds available at the top of the screen. Now, while you do have the option of syncing from a live document or importing from another location, today we're going to start from scratch. Now, today's demo is being done in the workspace of luxury ice cream brand Ambrosia. So the first two things I'm going to do is fill in our categories, which will be product flavors, and I'm also going to start with tagline. I'm going to fill that in just one moment. And then I'm going to populate with a couple of the flavors that I would like to create variations for. Now comes the exciting part. In order to start generating, we have two options. We can either press the equal sign, or we can come up here to the top left where it says action, and we're going to generate text. Now I'm going to put my prompt up on screen now. Generate a tagline for the product in A2, which is our strawberry flavor. 30 characters maximum, no emojis, British English. And you see we also have our choice of model on option 2. And when we're ready, we're going to insert formula. Just a moment of waiting and you can see that our tagline has been generated. And one of my favorite features of feed generation is you can see a small blue square in the corner here. If we click on that and drag that down across our sheet, we can actually get the exact same outcome for all of our different flavors. And if 5 taglines in mere seconds wasn't impressive enough, if we decide that we'd like to change one of these, all we do is we highlight the cell that we would like to change. We go back up to our action button. We generate text once again, and you will see our original prompt there waiting. We hit insert formula one more time, and that will generate a brand new answer. But our excitement does not stop at text. We can play with images, video, and more. So as an example for images, we're going to follow the exact same steps. We're going to generate an image of somebody eating ice cream, referencing A2 once again, and you can see that that cell is highlighted. We have options once again of choosing our model or choosing our image size. And once more, insert that formula. And at record speed, not only do we get a great image result, but we can drag it down once more and have 5 great image results. One of the most exciting additions to feeds is agents. These are personalized AI chatbots designed to get you specific, effective results. Once again, I'm going to hit my equal sign. I'm going to hit use agent. And I'm going to scroll down to our blog copy agent. Once again, you can see my prompt on screen. We're asking for a 600-word blog on how to enhance the flavor of the ice cream referenced in our original flavor cell. And once again, insert formula. You can see a personalized, detailed result and one that matches every flavor on our list. And you might be thinking to yourself, personalized? How truly personalized can we get? Well, don't worry, my friends. I'm about to show you. Up on screen, I'm going to put the official brand ambassador for Ambrosia, Keith. This is Keith. He looks like a Keith. I agree with you, my friend. But let's say we're putting together an official launch for each of these flavors. We have a tagline for strawberry. We have a blog for vanilla. But let's say we would like an image to go with each one, and we'd like Keith involved, of course. Well, using our image agent, we can ask it to reference an attachment of our choice. That can be a cell within feeds. It could be something from our assets library, or it can be an uploaded image. I'm going to upload an image of Keith. Once again, I'm going to put my prompt on screen, and you can see references to our attachment down below, our flavor in the A column, and when using the image agent, also referencing the size of our desired outcome. As our first result comes in and we can see our brand ambassador atop his mountain of strawberry ice cream, I will also flag as a little tip here to let your first result come in before you drag that result down to get the rest of your results. But as they are now all arriving on screen, we can see our brand campaign is in good hands. Here in the second half of this video, we'd love to show you what Feeds is capable of when paired with creatives. So, up on screen now is a creative that we've built for Ambrosia based around Valentine's Day and all built here in Pencil. As we switch over to the Feeds tab, I'd love to be able to recreate the success that this ad had, but with different holidays throughout the year. So our first column is going to be occasions. We're going to vary the CTA and the image that we use, and I'm going to add in a couple of different occasions throughout the calendar year. But in order to vary our call to action, our CTA, we need to educate Pencil on which element of our creative is the CTA. So up here, you can see an icon saying map to layer. You'll be taken to this window where we will essentially educate Pencil on which element corresponds to which header. Things like our occasion column, we don't have to map to anything. But in the instances here of our CTA and our image, we're going to select the layer. You can see a little preview there in the second category. We're going to map them. And then once we've mapped every layer that we've chosen, we're going to come up here and hit X. As you can see on screen, columns B and C now have their layers mapped. So without further ado, let's generate some CTAs. We're going to hit equals, generate some text, and we're going to generate a CTA based on the occasion in column A. Just as we did in the first half of this video, we can get our result. We can drag that down so we can replicate it for all of our different occasions. And if there's one that we don't like, we can swap it out for another. In our C column, I'm going to go to the image generation agent, and I'd love for this to take the style, vibe, composition of our original image. So I'm going to go down to attachments. I'm going to choose from our asset library, and I'm going to choose the image that you can find in our original creative. For the final time today, you can see my prompt on screen. We're going to ask it to reference the image attached, reference the holiday in column A, and we're going to specify the size of our output. We're going to insert our formula, and up on screen, you can see we now have a very close alike Christmas variation of our Valentine's image. As these results populate in on screen, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, these are great individual results, but I don't see a fully polished creative like you showed us at the beginning. Well, that, my friends, is our final step. To see our creatives finished and fully formed, we're going to come over to the right-hand side and generate all. And one at a time, you can see these appearing on our left-hand side. And here are our fully polished creatives. You can see that they match the style outlined in our examples. They look very close and similar to our original creative. The CTA and image has been replaced on all of them. But what, I hear you ask, what if I change my mind at the last minute? No problem. Let's say we change our mind and we decide to come in and manually change this Halloween CTA. You can see here a small blue icon on the left-hand side. That tells you that the information in our feed does not match the creative at this time. We can go over to the right-hand side and click Generate All once again, or we can tick the box here on the left corresponding and come up to the top and regenerate. Once that's finished, we go back to our creative, and just like that, it's up to date. Before we wrap things up today, we can save our project up in the top right because we do not need to live life on the edge like that, and we can export either directly to our social media of choice or downloaded as a zip file. That, my friends, is feed generation, which can be done with 10, 20, 50 creatives or more. How exciting is that? Please reach out to the Pencil team if you have any questions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.